Let's see if we got this working right. Oh, did I stream on the wrong one? Oh, oh, there we go. There we go. Turn this back the right way. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are here to have a good time. Just look at some videos and unwind. How you doing, Steve? Yeah, I actually just had Whataburger earlier. I had their mushroom Swiss. It was good. It was pretty good. Here we go. I think that was my first 6 hour live stream. How you doing, Mike Taylor? Yeah, I think that was my first 6 hour straight live stream, and yeah, I think that was it. I think that was the day I was assaulted by that one officer while riding my bike and also doing my live stream, my live tour. But other than that, guys, I've been out for a while, mainly because I had some family issues that we had to take care of. We had to travel outside of the state into Arkansas and also down into Florida. So that stuff has been taken care of. Everything is good now. Yeah, Mike Taylor, you got to get you a real one. So, we got the family issues taken care of. Everything was great, but I had a whole bunch of videos I wanted to discuss while I was out. Uh, One of the main videos here that I wanted to go ahead and discuss is the superhero coming back to the auditing world here, guys, and that is News Now Dallas. Okay, News Now Dallas is back. He's been publishing a lot lately. If y'all haven't seen one of his latest videos, uh, yeah, I was in my wife's car that day. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen any of his videos lately, definitely go check it out. Again, he's back. He's respectful. He does audits on a whole nother level, and I appreciate all the work that he does and all the editing that he goes through. So whenever he does it, he actually goes to some of the audits that I've done to see if there has been a change, which he did go check in the Dallas district area. So again, this video, he actually arrives at an accident. We're going to start the video right now. But he arrives at an accident, and as you see, there is viewer discretion because, again, it is an accident, but he jumps in, no hesitation, and starts, working on trying to help this man and trying to save his life.
Hey
Look
guys,
at
don't
this.
move it.
Look
Don't
at
move
this.
it. Don't move it.
Immediately. Do not move that man.
Yeah, truck just hit him. He went right under the back of the truck, the trailer wheel, in between the last wheel, the last set of wheels, and then it just clipped him. It clipped his bike right in half. He was just breathing.
Can you dial 911, tell them to get rescue here?
Yeah, I just did it.
He was just breathing.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
So here's the thing right here, guys. So this is why I say, for those of y'all who are cop watching and also out there with the scanner tool and also able to go ahead and catch up with all the accidents and make sure you're able to see the incident go down right away and make sure everybody's being held accountable. It's also great to know CPR, which again, I am in the process of learning. And, you know, I'm glad that he was there to at least assist in this situation. We're not going to play the whole video because, again, this is his video. I'm only here to bring attention to it. If you want to check it out, please go check out his channel. Again, I do not want to take the credit for his video, and I do not want to show the full video. Again, it's graphic. But News Now Dallas came back like a superhero, doing his thing, making compressions going on. We don't know if the guy made it or not. But again, you can always do something to help somebody, okay? You can always do something to help somebody. And for those who say auditors are, you know, nothing but people who get on the cops' nerves, or there to cause a fight or cause an issue or cause a problem or get a lawsuit, that's not what it's about. It's about full transparency. And you know what? He was there to actually help before the paramedics got there. So, you know, thumbs up to this guy. You know, News Now Dallas, I've met up with him before. He's a pretty chill dude. So, again, you know, check out his channel. He's doing his thing. He's amazing, you know. But again, we're not going to play this whole thing.
I heard it dispatched. I was just riding up the road here.
Nice, Charlie dog. All right, guys. But again, we're not going to play this. We're not going to play this all. So check it out. Check it out. News Now Dallas. News Now Dallas. Check them out. So another few things that I noticed while I was out, you know, again, I saw a few videos. I saw, you know, a lot of news going on. And, of course, some of this news I'm way late on. And I know I'm way late on. And it's already been addressed. There was just some news I recently heard of TYT influencer, I guess, goes by Hassan Piker, who basically says all Americans deserve, I shouldn't say America. He said America deserved 9/11, right? And, you know, again, his statements, I don't know the full context. So I'm going to go ahead and look up on that, and we're going to have another video on that and find out what you guys think about. But his name is Hassan Piker. If you guys have any information, I'm going to go ahead and look it up. I did see a small clip, and I'm going to go ahead and get the full information. I don't want to go ahead and like half-ass this story, but we're just here to bring attention to what's going on in the world. Here, guys, we have a judge who was actually appalled by some police misconduct, all right, and agrees that this was unnecessary. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit this play button. By the way, all my videos that I'm showing right now can be seen in the community page, right? And Noli, welcome. Charlie Dog, welcome. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you. I got this nice little haircut going on, so it's amazing. So let me go ahead and get this little video started up here for you guys. And I'm going to let you guys listen to it, and I'll actually watch the whole video. Okay.
This is KPX 5's Kit Doe on what led up to that arrest and the fallout. Kit?
Yeah, so the city has been hit with a $10.4 million federal civil rights lawsuit, which begs the question, was this the work of just one bad apple, or is there a deeper problem here at Palo Alto Police?
I was disappointed, I was outraged, and very, very concerned about the culture of the Palo Alto Police Department.
LaDoris Cordell, a former judge, a former independent police auditor, and a Palo Alto resident, is outraged after watching the home surveillance video of the arrest of Gustavo Alvarez. That's Officer Conde, who accused Alvarez of driving with a suspended license. But listen when Alvarez asks him if he actually saw who was behind the wheel.
But you chased me down. Who you know was driving?
I didn't.
So why you chase me down?
I drove by.
Do you know you guys are chasing me down?
By the way, a judge later dismissed those charges. Nonetheless, Gustavo goes back into the house. And that's when Officer Conde calls for backup.
Come on!
Thanks, Noli.
Come on! Come on!
several officers arrive and kick down Alvarez's door, drag him out, and arrest him. While Alvarez is in handcuffs, Sergeant Benitez slams his face onto the windshield.
You think you're a tough guy? Huh?
The force of the impact cut Alvarez's lip and loosened a tooth. Department policy says officers are required to document any use of force, but in the police report, Sergeant Benitez wrote, "I put Alvarez on the hood of his car, where he was handcuffed. No other force was used on Alvarez."
He clearly knew the use of force was improper, so why would he report something that was improper? He didn't. In my view, that's a cover-up.
Attorney Cody Salfin played audio recordings from Sergeant Benitez's own microphone that he says are disparaging remarks about the Buena Vista Mobile Home Park that also mock Alvarez's homosexuality by using an effeminate voice.
See how much they behave when we put our foot down? Yeah. We're not going to get on out here by these freaking lowlights. And then Dad was behind him. We gotta go away.
Salfin has now filed a federal civil rights lawsuit saying the department is dishonest and unhealthy.
And it's very clear that the Palo Alto Police Department as a whole suffers from a culture of violence, a culture of racism, a culture of homophobia, xenophobia. This was clearly perpetrated as a result of Gustavo's socioeconomic class, and that is not something that can be tolerated.
Cordell says Sergeant Benitez should be fired immediately, but reserve judgment against the other officers.
With respect to the rest of the department, I hope that is not the case, that they understand their responsibilities to step up, to report misconduct, and to do the right thing.
And the city declined an on-camera interview but released a written statement that says, in part, the public should know that the police department has procedures to investigate allegations of misconduct thoroughly and to hold officers accountable if misconduct is determined to have occurred. So we should also mention that Mr. Alvarez has a criminal history that includes theft and DUI, but Judge Cordell says that...
All right. So, to me, honestly, let's see this whole thing again here. All right. So, I'm surprised that she even found this appalling, and that they even agreed that it was unnecessary use of force, right? So the main problem is here.
Benitez slams his face onto the windshield.
You think you're a tough guy? Huh?
Right there. Right there. Right there, right? So how many officers are present, right?
The windshield.
Right there.
You think you're a tough guy?
Right? None of them reported there was a use of force, right? So the judgment, hold on, they're blocking your comment, Mike. Let me show that one. Yeah. So you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you're looking at this whole camera right now, right? You had two officers looking at another officer slam his face into a windshield. They're blocking your comments, right? So effectively nothing happened, but I'm still surprised that a judge has admitted, anybody in the public service area has admitted that they had done some wrongdoing. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that that's even a thing. Now, already this whole situation is still a cover-up. Even if she says, I'm surprised about it, she still is not acknowledging the two officers who are present, who have witnessed this man get his face smashed into the windshield, who are not, I don't know if there's criminal charges. I think they said there were. Let me go back here and let the whole thing play out before I start judging them.
Has a criminal history that includes theft and DUI, but Judge Cordell says that does not matter. An injustice on one person is an injustice on the rest of the city and beyond. We're live in Palo Alto. Kit Doe, KPIX5.
Nope. So no criminal charges yet. So this whole situation sucks. It sucks because the victim won't get that apology that they deserve. They won't get that sense of security back, because who do you call whenever you need security around you, right? I don't call the cops because I already know they are there to enforce laws. They are there to either create a law that you have committed or broken, right? Or create a crime. Some of them, that's what they do. They no longer listen to the people. They just go ahead and do as they feel and try and build that quota. And I don't know if there is a quota. I'm just gonna say it seems like there's a quota because a lot of these cops are doing dirty shit. How you doing, Star of Texas? Colt 1911. Nice. So, I always found that, interesting that anybody could even admit. Yeah, I bet Noli. I bet neither one of them were prosecuted because the fact that the judge says, I still have a benefit of the doubt that there was no wrongdoing between the other officers, but they were there, shows that there's still a cover-up. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that this is what happened is, right? The one who did slam the face, they couldn't deny that. But, the other one who stormed off on the right-hand side and the other dude who's looking slightly down, oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'm pretty sure. But then to go ahead and judge this man's sexuality. Other than that, other news. I shared this also on my page as well, on my community page. Guys, if you live in the southern area, there is some things going on with the water in ponds, rivers, and other things. I don't know, some scientific shit. It's crazy. But we're going to hit this and let you guys listen to this. So make sure you don't let your dogs swim in ponds or any lakes or anything that you see like bubbly water. So I'm going to play this and let you guys listen to what's going on and just make sure that everyone's aware, okay, if you have a little pet or a loved one that you have. So
pet owners across the country are being warned about a potentially deadly algae. 3 dogs in North Carolina died last week after swimming in a pond that had blooms of blue-green algae. CTM consumer investigative correspondent Anna Werner is here with the dangers of this growing threat. Anna?
Yeah, good morning. The blooms of this harmful algae are widespread, and they've been shutting down beaches and lakes across the Gulf Coast this summer. Health effects can range from skin rashes to organ failure, a threat many pet owners don't know about until it's too late.
Abby, Izzy, and Harpo meant the world to their owners Denise Mintz and Melissa Merton.
We did everything together. When we took one, we took 3.
But after taking their dogs to play at a Wilmington, North Carolina pond, the joy shattered in just minutes.
Denise brought the 2 little dogs upstairs to get their bath next, and she started yelling for me that something was wrong with Abby, one of the Westies.
The dogs started to have seizures. They rushed them to the vet. Less than 5 hours later, all 3 dogs were dead.
They just needed to cross that Rainbow Bridge together as the trio that they were.
The animals were poisoned by something lurking in the water, a microscopic bacteria called blue-green algae. It mostly infests waters when the weather is warm and releases toxins that can cause liver damage, respiratory paralysis, and organ failure, among other deadly conditions.
Come on, Fina!
In recent weeks, several dogs have been poisoned across the South. This Australian shepherd named Fina died less than an hour after ingesting toxic algae in the Guadalupe River outside Austin. In Marietta, Georgia, this border collie, Aria, suffered the same heartbreaking fate.
You know your pets, and you know when something's not right. I just didn't think it was this not right.
Some of this is almost invisible, right, Anna? So what do you look out for if you're a dog owner?
The blue-green algae, they say, can sometimes range from brown to red in color. It can have an odor. Now, they say to protect yourself and your pets, you should avoid bodies of water that look discolored and have foam or scum on the surface. If your pet has been exposed, rinse them with tap water as soon as possible. Take them to the vet immediately. But, in some of these stories, they've said that it takes less than an hour.
It's so painful to lose a pet dog under any circumstances, but certainly doing something that they love doing. Thank you, Anna.
Don't worry about it. All right. So, all pet owners, there you go. That's some news for you. Not everything is about cops on this channel. All right, we don't, there's other things that happen here. Okay, so if you are a pet owner, make sure you do not, let them go around in any rivers or lakes or, oceans, whatever, anything that you see some weird green shit. Be careful. It's your pet. That's your little buddy. Be careful. So we're actually almost done with this, guys. We're having a good time. Having a good time. It's making people aware. Sad news, good news, bad news. But again, we're still having a good time. We're having a good time, though. Here's some other information going across seas, guys. If y'all haven't seen the information going around in Hong Kong, the protesters up there. By the way, before I hit play, this is actually really graphic. So I'm not going to play all of it. And I say that because if you do see it in the community page, it's very graphic. And I don't know what else I can say. Watch it at your own risk. But we're going to go ahead and hit play. We're going to play, let's see, probably about a few minutes of this. Probably like 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes. Nope. Yeah, I think that's where the graphic part gets. All right. All right, we'll play for about 2 minutes. It's going to get graphic. You're going to see some blood or gore. Here we go.
In air thick with tear gas, inside an underground station, Hong Kong police last night resorting to ever harsher tactics. With the full authority of their masters in Beijing, this the sharp end of an intensifying crackdown against what is now a fully fledged popular revolt against Chinese rule. These protesters had been attempting to flee. Across the harbour outside a Kowloon police station, a protester was shot in the eye with a baton round from a police shotgun. Despite wearing protective goggles, her eyeball was ruptured, and there are fears she could lose her eye. Earlier, in the same location, police fired tear gas from inside the station. A pitched battle ensued as protesters laid siege. Then this. Policeman inside suffered burns to his legs. Today, an infuriated Beijing lashed out, branding this terrorism. The State Council, China's cabinet, ratcheting up the ruthlessness of the rhetoric, leaving no room now to back down. These were sinister and serious crimes, it said. Protesters reckless. Things had reached what the spokesman called a critical juncture.
Such violent crimes must be resolutely cracked down on in accordance with the law. No leniency, no mercy. We strongly support the Hong Kong police as they enforce the law strictly to bring the criminals to justice as soon as possible.
There's been mounting alarm in Hong Kong over whether China might order the military onto the streets. But today, Communist Party papers released footage, complete with sinister soundtrack, showing convoys of People's Armed Police heading to Shenzhen, on Hong Kong's northern border.
All right, that was about 2 minutes and 8 seconds, 9 seconds there. We're going to end that there. But as I said, it's graphic. There's even more violence in this one, but it is shared in my community pages there. So if you do want to look at that, there you go. And Paul, yes, I do need to get out more. I find us chilling here really fun, Be able to talk to you, not the violence, okay? Thank you, Paul. But no, this is just news I want to make sure people are aware of. I'm pretty sure at this point, the China situation, the Hong Kong situation has been brought up there. So it's like Houston police, yeah. But you know, what do you do in that type of situation? In that Hong Kong video, the protesters actually managed to shut down the international airport in Hong Kong. And they did it successfully with no casualties or no injuries. So, who is the aggressor? So, I think, let me see, how much time have we been on here? 25 minutes? Okay, 25 minutes. We actually got through most of the videos I want to get through. This time I decided to add in something a little bit different. Something from Tom Segura, or Segura here. And it's just a little comedy video, guys. So, again, I know that we always go into the dark videos and the dark side of the news, and sometimes the happy parts of the news, and sometimes we go into the very, 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 very dark part of the news. But let's just bring some light into the justice system as we know it today, right? And here is Tom Segura on Scared Straight. This is his comedy bit for Scared Straight, and I think you guys will enjoy it. We're going to play this, have a little discussion afterwards in the stream, as we always do, by getting demonetized like a boss. So let's go ahead and start this video for you.
Like a boss.
The following program contains graphic language, which may be offensive to some viewers.
I'm obsessed with the show Scared Straight. If you've never seen it, it's tremendous. Here's what they do. In the show, they take kids, middle school and high school kids that are getting in trouble a lot, and they send them to jail for a day. And the idea is that jail will scare the fuck out of the kid, and then he'll get his life together, hence Scared Straight. It's tremendous.
And I know you don't like no motherfucking nigga spitting in your motherfucking face. It ain't a motherfucking thing. You remember this motherfucking face, because you never want to meet a motherfucker like me.
I'm obsessed with one episode. It aired once in 1999. Here's what's great. It aired uncensored, which is bananas. And in this episode, they did not send the kids to jail like they normally do. Instead, they sent them to a maximum security penitentiary.
These teenagers are going to prison, just to visit this time. 12 of them have been brought here today by their probation officers and counselors. They think it's just another field trip.
And those prisoners verbally assaulted these kids into crying a lot. And it's the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. First of all, don't feel like too bad for these kids are super badass. They're not like spitting spitballs in class and they're fucking stabbing other kids. They're badass kids, okay? And they show up to this thing with attitude. Like they walk in, they're like, "What's up? This ain't shit. I run 6th grade. I ain't scared of you, man. Like, can't scare me."
Roll your sleeves down. Roll your sleeves down. Roll your fucking sleeves down. Roll them down. We running here, huh? Roll your sleeves down. Roll your sleeves down. Because we said Step out the line. Step out the line. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Move it up. Let's go. Get your hands out your pockets. Get your ass up there. Let's go. Back on the bus, wise guy. Get the fuck out of here. We're gonna teach you how to dance. On the bus. We're gonna show you how to fly.
And they're greeted by a guy named Crazy Chris.
They call me Crazy Chris, motherfucker. That's right. Crazy Chris, the Nightmare Man.
Chris has scars on his face, and the screen freezes, and it says, "Chris killed 6 people, and he's doing a double life sentence." Like, this dude is so bad that when he dies and he's reincarnated, that guy's doing life in prison also. So, this is a bad motherfucker right here. The kids are like squatting around, and Chris is like, "Hey, my name's Crazy Chris. And from now on, you will see me in your nightmares." And the kids are like, "What the fuck? Like, I'm 12. Don't talk to me like that, man. That's crazy." And then he goes, "If I ever see you again, I'll take a bite out of each of you." And they're like, "All right, we're all reformed now. Thank you very much." So,
you walk in here, watch this face. Look at this face, good.
There's somebody like me waiting. He's got a fork and a knife, and his spit is dripping down his mouth like the cartoons. We will eat you alive.
Jesus, but they can't leave. The next guy comes up to him and he goes, hold my pocket. Hold my pocket.
Hold on to this motherfucker. Hold on to my motherfucker. Don't get killed, motherfucker. And you walk with me, motherfucker.
And he makes kids walk around holding the inside of his pocket. You understand? So he walks and then they're like, I don't know what you know about prison, but if you're holding on to another dude's pocket, it's gonna be a rough day, all right? Not only is this guy making kids hold his, he's talking ridiculous shit to middle schoolers. He's like, I'm gonna make you suck my dick for breakfast every morning. And the kid's like, I hate breakfast.
And you have to suck my motherfucking dick, motherfucker, when my dick get hard. You punk motherfucker. That's the shit that go on in prison. Talk that shit too. Hold on, bitch.
Funny shit like that. So he's like, I'm gonna mush your motherfucking face. And the kid's like, so it's so fucking funny. There's one exchange where this dude, he pulls a kid out of line. The kid's like 13. He weighs, I don't know, 100 pounds. And he has a bowl cut, okay? He has a bowl cut in prison. It's parted in the middle. And the prisoner goes, why are you here? And the kid's like, stealing? And he goes, the fuck you took? And the kid goes, bikes? And he goes, bikes!
Why you here? Stealing. What the fuck you took? Steal something. Bikes.
And that's why I yell bikes all the time.
Yeah, guys, I thought we should go ahead and end it on a really good note. Here we go. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. As y'all know, we always get demonetized here. If you ever want to support me, again, I do not accept cash unless if I earn, like, I feel like I need to give out a product for you guys to send me cash. You know what I mean? Like, give out some really good stuff. I may be turning back on my my super chat soon. Another thing is, if you want to, you can always donate to Thorn.org. I get none of the money from that. That's just a organization that I feel is a good organization to just donate to if you ever feel the need to. Should get 12 months jail for that haircut. And I also have a bunch of Amazon links in the description. If you ever want to go ahead and donate to me, that will help me out. That money will actually go to me, and you'll also receive a product. So, again, guys, we're going to go ahead and get demonetized. I did not give a choice of music this time because we're going to go ahead and play a mix today. But me and my wife wanted to go ahead and share some good news to the community, which, we are pretty happy about. And it's time for everybody to go ahead and understand what's been going on and why I'm not really auditing that much. But as y'all see, there's going to be a little spook coming out soon. So we are all blessed, guys. We're all having a good day. That's why I say we're having a great day. So let's go ahead and get demonetized. Let's go ahead and have a good time. And as I say, guys, love, peace, and chicken grease. Oh, you didn't see the picture, Noli? There you go. There you go. So I'm always a happy person. As I say, love, peace, and chicken grease, guys. So again, if you guys ever want to help us out, the link's in the description down there. We may be adding a PayPal in there soon. You know, again, we're all having a good time. So let's go ahead, end this stream the best way we can, and turn off this mug. And let's go ahead and put on some good old tunes. And guys, I do appreciate you guys coming in here and listening to me ramble for a good 35 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and play some nice music for you guys and cut this message off. Love, peace, and chicken grease, guys.
Thank you.